Hello everyone, I'm Palaparthi Himlata Carlin and I'm here with my teammate Sai Pranit. We are from the team Coding Thunders and we are here to present our project 2 in web programming, which is called Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, a popular game show. Let's get started. This is our project summary. Here, the project title is Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? The project description is a popular game show with PHP using HTML and CSS. We haven't used any JavaScript here. I am the leader of the team and I am also the chief programmer and designer, whereas Sai Pranit is developer and tester. Now let's go through the table of contents. The first, we are going to present the problem statement on why we chose to do this particular project, which is the game show. And then we are going to provide our solution for that. We'll also highlight the key features that we have presented in the project, and which is followed by UML diagram. And then we'll also explain the coding part that we did and explain how we tested it in the testing part. The problem statement. Who Wants to Be a Millionaire is a television game show format that originated in the United Kingdom and has been adapted in various countries around the world. But this game is not accessible to all, and everyone doesn't get a chance to play as it is played in the TV show. More than that, we also had some, like, if we could design the game, if we could host the game, we wanted to add a few more modifications, and this was a good opportunity to display that. We are going to play with the colors and the format of the show, which will make it even more enjoyable. And that is our solution. In this project, we want to provide everyone a chance to play the game, so we thought of creating an application to play that game. This will be hosted online so that everyone has access to it anywhere and anytime. This game is not accessible everywhere, and not every country hosts it. For example, India has this game show in a different format, whereas UK has it in a different format. So we wanted to bring everyone together in a single application, which is obviously hosted online and that everyone can have access. We developed this project using HTML, CSS, and PHP. We did not use any JavaScript here. Now let's discuss the key features that we did in this project. This website prompts the user to register on their first login. If the user is already registered, it will allow you to play the game directly. It has 5 questions in total. Each correct answer will move user to the next application. If the user chooses wrong answer, it will end the game. The user can voluntarily quit the game by deducing certain points. For example, we have provided few options, just like in the game show, where they can just stop the game and whatever they have achieved so far, they can just take it back and win that amount. So that is an option that we added here. And the website also displays the leaderboard for all Blade users. This leaderboard is like whenever you play it, will get the scores. You can also verify with the other players, like how they have done, or like if you are ranking among them. This all depends on the time and the score that they have achieved. So these are the key features in our project. The next will be continued by
Hello everyone,
Cypress.
I'm Sai Pranit. Currently, we are seeing this UML diagram for our application. First, the user interacts with the system by logging or registering to the system, and then if the user already exists in the system, he will be directly prompted to the questionnaire. Else, he will have a chance to register himself. So after this, it will shows the question palette, and if the answer is correct, and it will move through all the questions from 1 to 5. If the answer is wrong, or if the user gets all questions done, it will move to the final page of the leaderboard. So this is a main page, the initial page for our project. It shows the register option, leaderboard, and login button. So we did this using the basic HTML, as you can see on the left, and CSS. So next is the registration page. Okay. So if the user didn't exist in the system, it will ask the user to register himself by providing the name, password, and the email. So this is basically a form we used CSS and HTML. That's it. So if the user already exists, if the user already exists in the system, uh, or the if the player is a returning player, so he can directly log into the system by providing the name. So this is simply we kept a small PHP code in it. This is the first where we implemented PHP in the application for the basic necessity. So this is start page, the main page for the questions to start, and this is basically built using the HTML and CSS only. And this is the question page. It will show us every question similarly, like question 1 to 5. So user has the option to select his choice. It is basically we implemented using the radio buttons, and after clicking on the submit, it will do some PHP validations on the answer, and it will calculate the score and the points. Next, next we'll move to the testing. This is the different types of testing we performed. Firstly, usability testing. Next, cross-border and cross-device testing. Next, functional testing and validation testing. First, we move with the usability testing. What we implemented in our application. Usability testing is like similarly, it's a practice of testing how easily a design is to be used with a group of representative users. It usually involves observing users as they attempt to complete tasks and can be done for different types of designs. It is often conducted repeatedly from early development and until products release. So from each and every phase of our life cycle, we did this usability testing, whether this design is flexible to use with the users are comfortable to use this. Next, we move to cross-border and cross-device testing. This is a practice of ensuring that website works across various browsers and devices like Android, tablet, a laptop, Mozilla. We basically tested using Android, tablet, Mozilla Firefox, Google Chrome, Safari, and Opera as well. Next, and the basic and the most important thing is functional testing. It's like a black box testing, as the source code of the application is not considered during the testing process. The main purpose of this testing is to test each functionality of the application by providing certain inputs and validating the outputs against the functional requirements. So we'll go through each and every input and we'll test the edge cases for this application using functional testing. Last but not least, validation testing. Validation testing is a testing where we perform functional and non-functional testing. Here, functional testing include unit testing, like testing each component by parts, and integration testing by combining the certain components, and system testing. And the non-functional testing we did, like here is user acceptance testing, whether it is accepted by the user or not. That is the testing we did for our application. Next, we'll move to common methodology. We strictly followed this agile methodology as prescribed by our professor, the command methodology. And the most basic thing we did is we visualized the work. We divided work and we kept these in sticky notes, and we followed by visual diagrams of where we are, what is our destination, everything. We visualized and we moved forward. Next, we limited the work in progress. We strictly bounded to agile methodology by keeping track of our progress, so day by day. Next, focusing on flow. We manage the quality and quantity of work by focusing on other activities as well in our daily life by taking care of ourselves and our health. We worked on the project as well as we had our personal lives as well. Next, continuous improvement. Every day we kept these Scrum meetings, day end calls, so to check what is our current stage and what is our destination and where we are. So we strictly bound to it, and it helped a lot, like using, so continuously we improved using this methodology, so it helped a lot for us. Next, that is thank you, and next we'll move with the presentation. Thank you. This is our application main page. As we discussed earlier, we have three options like register, leaderboard, and login. First, we'll go with the registration. So it will prompt like to check whether the user already exists or not. For example, I'm checking they've yeah, they already exist, so it will prompt me to start the game. So when I click on the start, it will show me the questionnaire. So for example, which Disney character famously leaves a glass slipper behind a royal ball? So Hamos, Cinderella, Ariel, and Elsa. I clicked on Cinderella. So what does the word lopetus mean? So I think it's shy. Oh, sorry, I got it wrong. So this is a wrong page. Okay, I will try it again. Okay, this is Cinderella. So lopetus mean maybe chatty. Oh, I don't know. I'm guessing. I'll quit for it. Okay. Uh, yeah, that's it. My total score is just $100. That's it. Okay. The next Hema will continue.
Thank you, Pranit. Let me take it from here. As mentioned earlier, if the user is already known, he can directly start the game. Here I'm already logged in, so I'm directly starting the game. So I'm going to answer the question correctly. We have also added all this CSS animations and all the features so that it looks aesthetically pleasing. We mentioned in the PPT before, we have this option called if you don't want to proceed the game and you don't want to lose track of what you have achieved, you can simply select this option. The last page will just display that you have won this amount. So let's check that. See, like we have got congratulations, you have made it with $100. Now I just want to make sure to check the leaderboard to see where I stand. For that, we can just select the leaderboard option. You can see that I have got only 100. That means that I rank second, and previously Pranit has played the game where he scored 1000. That is why he is ranking in the top. We can go to this leaderboard from this page or from the main page. So let's try again. Let's try to complete the game. I'm going to select the options, the right options this time. I'm going to select option C, and here it is option C. This is the answer, and this is the final answer. Since I have given all the answers here, all the right answers, I won the game, and that is what is being mentioned here. And then you can just go to leaderboard to check it. Otherwise, if you want to try again, you can try it. Or if a different user wants to start playing it, we can start playing it from a different user. That is it for the application. Thank you very much.